Check it out. We're down here in the holler. We got a Glock 17 Gen 5. The Gen 5s have arrived. So if you're like me, you've been on the internet for at least a good year. You've been waiting for these to come out. The Gen 5 has some new features, and a lot of the looks like a Glock. What did you expect? But anyway, we'll talk about some of the new features, but the main thing about a Glock is, does it shoot? Is it reliable? So this gun has not been fired. I cleaned it up, lubed it up. She's ready to go. Got a full mag in there. Let's see if it shoots. What do you say, Amy?
Spend some money.
Spend some money. Look at what we got over there. A peach. Should we shoot that peach?
Let's do it.
There we go. Peach. That was a pretty good one. Let's see. What about that shaving cream? Should we try to bust that shaving cream?
Let's shave.
You know how much I hate shaving cream, right? We're out of ammo. This is the FBI gun. Shoots a foot low. All right, so one thing they're saying is that this has a new finish on it. They got their little advertisement that says nDLC, and they say that it's kind of like a gas nitride. There's not a lot of specifics on it as of right now, but all we can do is wear it in the holster and see how it wears out. Looks pretty nice, nice and black. But as far as nDLC, is that how they pronounce it? nDLC? Yeah. I don't know. It's on their little advertisement at the bottom. It says a long-lasting nDLC finish, whatever that means. Keep shooting. Man, we hate some shaving cream. Oh, let's see. You want to see if we can hit that metal?
Show me some metal.
Show me some metal.
It's my first time with the Gen 5, so let's do it. Do you see that?
Yeah, feeling a little thirsty.
Come on. See that orange up there?
Yeah. Blast that orange.
Go big orange. Got a few rounds left. Let's shoot some metal. Oh, yeah.
All right, what do you think, Amy?
I like it. So far, so good.
All right.
Wish I had some more ammo.
Right. We got plenty of Glock mags down here in the holler.
Oh, yeah.
And it has a marksmanship barrel. What does that mean? Marksmanship barrel. All right, so check it out. We're about 100 rounds in, no malfunctions. I got some the cheap Federal aluminum, and that's about the cheapest ammo you can get. Let's see if it cycles it. What do you say, Amy?
Let's do it.
And one thing that I've noticed on the Gen 5 gun, it has a slide lock and release on both sides, and it just seems to really work nice. That was the problem. You know, the old Glocks, you could barely get the slide release. It was hard to drop. That one works pretty nice. Let's see if these aluminum work. They seem to be working pretty good. 9mm will bust up a cinder block if you shoot it enough. Aluminum. Worked pretty good. So far so good for the Gen 5 Glock 17. It's got this little cutout here in the front of the, so if your mag doesn't come out, you can hook your finger in there and rip it out. Just get in there and rip that mag out. Pretty nice stuff. And a lot of people was, you know, I've been talking about the Gen 5 on the internet for the past few days, and a lot of people was, the Glock haters come at me and they're like, it looks just like all the other Glocks. Well, what you have to understand is that Glock has to dance with the ugly girl that brought them. If they make a new Glock that doesn't look like a Glock pistol, then it'll be like new Coke. Nobody will like it. It'll be crap. So a Glock has to look like a Glock. It still has to be a Glock. But they've added some features to it that I really like. It's got the kind of like the Gen 4s. You can put different back straps in. I enjoy the small beaver tail one. Now it's got this stippling, which is like a like the Gen 4s, and Amy absolutely hates it.
The grips kind of hurt my hands a little bit. The Gen 4, Gen 5 grip, but
The texture.
Yes.
It leaves like little indentations in her hand after she shoots it. And but I really like it. So it's like anything in life. You might like the rough. I like it. She don't. So
Hurts my hands.
it hurts her hands. Maybe put some kind of grip tape or something on her. I don't know. It's but I really like it. Check it out. 50 round drum. Gen 5 Glock 17. Let's heat it up hot. Flawlessly. Whew. All right. 0 malfunctions so far. 50 rounds. Oh yeah.
Some pretty good shooting shotgun, Mikey.
Gun's hot. So check it out. The Gen 5s are here, finally. It's been a long awaited process. Couple of the features for the Gen 5. They have no finger grooves on it, which is a big plus for me. I never really liked the finger grooves. They've put a little bevel on the front of the slide here. Really looks nice, kind of like the old Glock 26s used to have. It's got an ambidextrous slide lock, slide release, whatever you want to call it. It's on both sides. And that's really, is that really all they flare? It has a flared mag well, and not a whole lot of difference, just a little bit of an improvement. All right, let's shoot that metal. What do you say?
Show me some metal.
Shoot the metal. Well, the Gen 5 seems to shoot. The big advertisement on the side that they had that they got the Gen 5s, they said it was inspired by the FBI's Glock 17 and Glock 19. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the difference is between this gun and the FBI gun, but it says the Gen 5 is inspired by the FBI's gun, so whatever that means. These sights are a little bit taller, and the cut in the back is a little bit deeper. It's still the crappy Glock sights, but they're a little, maybe we were both shooting it a little bit low, and I think it could be because we was going from a different gun to this. But once we got it zeroed in, seems pretty accurate, seems really nice. But the Gen 5 is here, and I really like it. I don't know. We got 2 aluminum bullets, so if you think we can hit that target from here?
No.
No? Yeah, me either.
There you go.
50 yards. Who cares about 50 yards, right? But let's talk about the downsides of this gun. I really like this gun. I never liked the fact that it don't have finger grooves. It feels good in my hand. It's really been reliable. That's what I like in a gun. Let's talk about the bad. The price. Well, we paid $50 more for $40 more than the cost of a Gen 4. And depending on where you live or where, you know, gun prices vary all over the United States, all over the world. But man, I would really like to see this gun come in at the same price. In a real tight market, you got a lot of really good guns out there. The fact that they're making their gun that's, you know, hey, it's super reliable, but is it worth $40 more than a Gen 4? $90 more than a Gen 3? I don't know. But that was the big disappointment, was the price of it. Now, it has just come out. So maybe over the few months, year or so, maybe the price will come down. I hope it does. What do you get when you get the Glock 17 Gen 5? You get basically the same crap you got if you got a Gen 4. You get 3 mags, which they have bright orange followers in them now. They have a little different shaped base plate on it, but they seem to work just fine. Come with 3 mags. That's always a good thing. When I buy a gun and they give more mags, that's something I really appreciate. And give me an extra mag. You know, I take anything free I can get. We put over almost 350 rounds through this gun today. 0 malfunctions. Run flawlessly, run great. We used white box Winchester, the cheapest Federal aluminum we could find, and some MagTech, some cheapo MagTech. Just run some cheapo ammunition through it, and it ran flawlessly. And that's the big thing about anytime you introduce a new gun, a new generation or something, there can always be little problems, little hiccups that come out of it. But this gun ran flawlessly, no issues, no problems, really ran good. So that's what Glock has built its reputation on, reliable guns. So that could be the most important thing when you're buying a Glock, is you want it to be reliable. This one was 100% reliable. If I had one thing I would have changed, I would have undercut this trigger just a little bit more. But I don't know. This is pretty much, this is the Glock I like. It's too dang expensive.
Is that the perfect gun?
There is no perfect gun. Glock is, they're saying, is perfection. And there just is no perfect gun. If you don't like Glocks, you're not going to like the Gen 5 gun either. You're not going to be like, I didn't like Glocks, now I love them. It's just not going to happen. If you always like Glocks, you like the idea of Glocks, they work pretty good for you, you'll probably like the Gen 5. If you never like Glocks, the Gen 5 ain't going to change your mind. But that's how I feel about that. Let's talk about that trigger. I mean, here's the thing. After 300 rounds, the trigger is not bad. I would really, because I've been down here shooting, I would really have to reset trigger. It's really not that bad. Reset. Man, I mean, it's not a bad trigger on it. Is it as good as a Walther PPQ? Probably not, but it's not that bad. I don't know. And I don't have no way to measure the weight on it. And here's what I think about trigger weights. I've actually seen guns that had a heavier trigger that actually felt better because they were smoother. So the weight of it really doesn't matter as much to me. It's just how smooth it is. And I think I like that trigger. That's plenty good for me. I think it's not a bad trigger at all. Glock may be onto something with this plastic gun. This may be a thing. Well, hey, thanks for checking out our video on the Glock 17 Gen 5. If you're a fan of Glocks, you'll probably really like this pistol. If you don't like Glocks, you'll hate it like you do all the other ones. So, we appreciate any likes and subscribes. Until next time, hit it, Bill. Tough being in the YouTube business.
That's it, dude. That's number one hit.
Number one hit.